welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to be here with you guys after some time away. I really appreciate everyone that has decided to still stay subscribed to my channel and be very patient with me as I have been going through so many changes. But I've definitely impressed myself with the way that I've adapted to those changes, and I'm constantly learning new ways to deal with things in a better way. Though I still struggle. And I'm sending positive vibes your way. And if there's anything that is weighing on you, I just wish the best for you, and I hope that things get better for you and that you're able to take that into other difficult areas of your life. So without further ado, enjoy the video. It's almost 30 minutes long. I will be introducing another case to my channel. So, have those notification bells on and like, comment, and subscribe. Enjoy. Get back to reviewing the first text message. Just letting you know, I woke up feeling stupid. Not like stupid as in our relationship, but stupid as in what I told you the other day. Is love going to kill me? I know both of us have sacrificed a lot for each other, but I can only talk about what I sacrificed. I sacrificed my pride and my ego. Sometimes telling myself how I don't need to win. Hey, just let her have her way. Say sorry right now and mean it, even if she asks you sincerely or with a threat. I have been there for you plenty of times, more than I can even imagine, more than anybody else that I could think of. I've cried with you, cried about you, and I cried against you. But at the end of the day, it was all for love. And that is why I'm saying, do you see my love for you? Do you actually really feel it? Do you actually understand it? Do you even think it's real? I'm going through a lot. I'm going through all of this, and I don't do this anymore. I stopped 2 months ago, but I'm going through this while paying for my grandma's hospital bills. Imagine that. I honestly feel like my face feels the front and back. I always think about, damn, man, okay, Christian, you took all this. Why? Because you love her. Okay. Time after time after time after time, I tell you, hey, please, you're hurting me. And yes, you'll say yeah, and then it just repeats. What if the knife sliced my lip and it wasn't sliced by my beard, my cheek, my eye? What might happen next time? I pray there is no next time like that. Yeah, I could see that you want to give me physical touch. I see it, and sometimes it's hard not to give it back, but I do. It's just at the same time, are you for real this time? Is this saying the right words and doing the right thing for a couple of days, and then if I say the wrong thing to you, one day it all goes away? February was the worst month I had so far. I got cheated on. I got caught that word again. I got slapped in my stitches that has reopened multiple times, and it's not healing fast enough. I've gotten kicked out. Memories of my girlfriend and I traveling, being thrown away. Apartment that my girlfriend swore to me and said, regardless of anything, we're not messing up this apartment. I'm honestly trying to just have a couple of things off my chest before therapy, because I might. Okay, and then it cuts off. Okay, deep breath. Let it out. That was a lot. I don't think it's talked about enough, men that go through domestic violence, because, primarily it's women. But it does need to be a bigger movement and awareness of men when it comes to domestic violence, men being abused. this man was abused. Christian was abused. It breaks my heart that he's so open and vulnerable to someone who is causing him harm. And a lot of times people do that because, or I'll say sometimes people may do that to just bring more awareness to the abuser that they are hurting them. But what the abuser can do is basically internalize that, or I would say not internalize it, but I would say they could use that as a weapon against you. It's like getting to know you so that they know what hurts you the most. You know, so things that you've told them, maybe important things that they've been present for in your life, maybe, you know, in that may be in relation to your family. You know, those things can be used against you when an abuser gets upset. That's like what they try to go for. And also, so that's like verbal abuse, physical abuse is also. So I'm gonna use this chart over here. This is supposed to guide me. Let me slow down. Okay. Blaming self, fear of abuser's reaction, feeling trapped, walking on eggshells. So there was, I would say, the blame comes in when you are afraid to tell the individual that is abusing you. Like, when you're afraid to let that person go through the consequences of what they do. So basically, what if the next day doesn't look like a good day? You know, no one should be afraid of that. That needs to happen because it does need to feel different. It doesn't need to be normalized. That's the whole thing, because that's when the abuse worsens and basically you get swallowed up into this hole where things that aren't normal become normal. So fear of a abuser's reaction. Christian talks about basically is this hard? Let me see. Is this saying the right words and doing the right things for a couple of days, and then if I say the wrong thing to you one day, it all goes away right here. Like, so from right here, right, to like right here. Okay. So that's right there. You know, walking on eggshells and basically feeling trapped, feeling like you have to do certain things and move a certain way to not set your abuser off. Let's see. Christian face possibly almost. Okay, so these are mentions of the abuse. Christian's face possibly almost stabbed during an altercation. Christian's leg was possibly stabbed. He talks about limping. Let's see. Was it on the other text message? Oh yeah, it's on the other text message. But yeah, he talks about it right here. When he's telling her, you know, that you're hurting me, and it just repeats. So he says, what if the knife sliced my lip and it wasn't sliced by my beard, my cheek, my eye? What might happen next time? And then he talks about like, that like, you kind of stay away from someone that you are afraid of that is causing you harm. And so right here, he talks about how, yeah, I can see that you want to give me physical touch. I see it, and sometimes it's hard not to give it back, but I do. And it's just at the same time, are you for real this time? So basically, he's like, he may have avoided physical touch with her at one point, and basically, maybe perhaps the desire set in, but basically he's saying like that doesn't mean that what you're doing to me isn't affecting me not only physically but emotionally. I got cheated on. I got called that word again. So that word again, I suspect he is talking about a racial slur. I am not sure. And I got slapped in my stitches that has reopened multiple times, and it's not healing fast enough. So he has stitches and they have been reopened. So she had been abusing him, and they have been reopened, and basically it's not even able to heal, because it keeps getting reopened. Let's see. Saying sorry right now immediately. So also, right here at the top, he talks about just like letting her have her way, and just giving her what she wants. If she wants a sorry, whether it's she's saying it sincerely or with a threat, whether she's requesting it sincerely or with a threat. So that's basically like giving in to the abuser, and it's control. It's definitely control. And let's see. He's questioning if she feels by saying, do you see that my love for you, do you actually really feel it? Do you actually understand it? Do you even think it's real? So just questioning if she has the ability to feel. And with drug use, what comes with that is a numbness, the ability to stay up, the ability to run around and do different things and have that energy, which I do not promote in any sort of way. You can do that naturally, and maybe you'll do a little less, you'll get a little less done, but you'll be healthy for it. But my point is that he's questioning if she's able to feel. And he said that, I think, so right here, we went through that. He stabbed in the leg in this text message, so we're gonna go over that. And we talked about how he was Christian's face, possibly almost stabbed. We already pointed that out. My cheek, my eye. Let's go to. So it is saying when she says, like, when Christian says to Courtney, reminding her of what she said, which was, apartment that my girlfriend swore to me and said, regardless of anything, we're not messing this up. We're not messing up this apartment. That's where this question came in, which is, was there DV at a previous apartment that they had? Now that's kind of tricky because you have to probably look at if Christian had the apartment in his name or her name or both. But that word, we already went over that. Resorting to a racial slur in the heat of an argument. Let's go over here. Attempts to keep abuser calm, which is what I just went over. Just letting her have her way, whether it's sincerely or with a threat, a request. Attempts to make abusers day good. Basically, Christian does talk about how, is it in this one or the other one? Yeah, it's the other text message that we're going to review. So that's not on this one. Bringing awareness to abusers' behavior. Christian does do that by just, saying time after time after time, I tell you, hey, please, you're hurting me. And you'll say, yeah, but then it repeats, right? Being vulnerable while asking if abuser can feel. I noted that because that's a very dangerous position to be in. You have to understand who you're with. You have to understand what that comes with. Unfortunately, if you desire to be with that person despite their flaws, right? No matter how severe the flaw, right? If that's what you are deciding to do. So that is where this comes in, where it's being vulnerable while asking if abuser can feel. That that is a good question, like a good statement to pose for this situation. Should you bear it all to someone who is physically causing you harm and emotionally causing you harm, or verbally causing you harm? Obviously, either one or the combination of all is just very taxing, emotionally taxing and stressful, which causes bad health. Everyone knows that stress is bad for your health. So I did notate that drug use is mentioned, and I feel as though it was mentioned in relation to like just reminders to Courtney from Christian of the good times, and that's something that she may have liked to do. Okay, so we've gotten through the... Okay, so let's bring up the next text message so then we can... Okay, here we go, guys. Okay, so let's start it. This is from Christian to Courtney. The crazy thing about all of this is that yesterday when you blank stabbed me in the blank leg, and okay, so that's where I put right here, Christian's leg was possibly stabbed, and you saw how blank bad it was hurting me, and I couldn't walk, I couldn't do blank, and you were telling me I wish I could take your pain away. Manipulation. So that is one thing. Okay, right here, I'm so sorry, guys. This is, let me bring it up, because that needs to be very much... Okay, so this is the National Domestic Hotline number. If you are being abused, or you know anyone that is being abused, please contact this number to get further resources. There is nothing wrong with arming yourself with options and resources. It is by state. And also, if you know someone that's being abused, you can also contact this number to get further information as to how to help your friend or family member. Okay, so I know it was small at the bottom. I'm gonna put it up right here. Okay, what was I? Okay, so the manipulation was her saying, Christian is mentioning, you were telling me I wish I could take your pain away. I wish it was me and not you. That is manipulation, because it doesn't need to be anybody stabbed in any situation. It just doesn't need to happen. Neither one of them need to be violent. And so her saying, like, basically, I wish it was me, like, for him to do it to her, it would be abuse. It would not right. That's not... You don't even want to start that type of dynamic where you're kind of like doing things and saying, I wish it happened to me, because then you take the importance off of it not happening at all. Okay. Okay. Wait. 1 second. The next morning, I still woke up happy. I still gave you a good day, even though my leg was hurting because my girlfriend stabbed me. Okay, so that's where I put the fear of abusers reaction, feeling trapped. That right there it's not his responsibility to make her day a good day. Of course, we would love it if our spouses just made every day a great day. I'm not saying that that doesn't happen, but you have to make sure you're making your day a good day as well. And that just affects your partner in a positive way, right? So, substances slash pleasurable acts used to forget yesterday and perhaps act as if nothing happened. So he is definitely encouraging, just moving forward the next day. Let's forget about yesterday. Let's make today different. But that's not really what he's conveying. He's kind of just is wanting to put that behind him. And of course, because he is being abused and he doesn't want to keep reliving it and talking about it, because then that doesn't make him feel good at all. I can imagine at all. But and that's why my heart goes out to anyone being abused, or anyone that knows anyone that's being abused or was abused. It's a difficult position to be in when you know someone that's being abused, and I can't imagine even more difficult to be going through like a nightmare like that. So yeah, let's see, because that's what I do for you. That definitely takes me back to like the one-sidedness, because whatever happened last night, today's a new day, because that's what I do for you. And then him talking to himself right here and saying, okay, it's like honestly, like I honestly feel like blank, my face feels blank, the front and back. I always think about, damn man, okay, Christian, you took all this, why? Because you love her, okay. So he's like, and then is love gonna kill me? The fact that he loves her. So yeah, just wanted to definitely point that out. Okay, let's finish up the text message. I woke up happy. I took you to Vegas to get your blank, drove right back, helped you shoot, drank with you, did blow with you. So you're having a great day and all, and I'm doing all of this while my leg hurts so blank bad. Did I make you feel blank for stabbing me? No, I just sucked it up and hope tomorrow will be better. So also that goes to like what I was saying, like blaming self, like him saying like, I didn't mention it so that you wouldn't feel bad. And he's mentioning like, I'm making an effort for you to not feel bad, by basically taking everything upon me and like just dealing with it myself and not bringing it up to you to make you feel bad, you know, to put you in a bad space, regardless of the fact that he is in a bad space, right? I do that, guys. I kind of interchangeably talk in like first, second, third person. It's so weird. I never got a hold of that. I feel like it got a little better, but yeah. All right, so we are going to be talking about the Shanquella Robinson case. Okay, this is a small update. So it is still an ongoing investigation in the death. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me take this off the screen and let me bring up the other. So this is okay, there we go. All right. Yeah. Okay. Just so if anyone wants to jump around the video, you'll just kind of know, like, okay, she's reviewing this case. Okay, so it is still an ongoing investigation in the death of Shanquella Robinson. It has been much speculation in regards to Shanquella Robinson's friends. I've seen one Instagram live with no face, supposedly one of her friends, individuals on the trip, alluding to what Shanquella may have done, quote unquote wild, but all friends have chosen not to speak for obvious reasons. It has been talk of some sort of plan, but evidence would be needed to show a plan in place that led to Shanquella Robinson's death. Though the talk of a plan in regards to their coroner's report not matching what the friends came back and told her parents upon returning from Cabo. I don't know the extradition process, and I am anxious to follow along and learn more about it. And I am definitely awaiting verified information. And I'm interested to see how all involved proceed to understanding the relationship with Shanquella in regards to her friends in the trip to Cabo, Mexico. So these are some questions that I have written down, and I would like to, let my audience know, and maybe if anyone could answer these questions, or maybe it could further help just getting those brain juices going as far as like analyzing Shanquella's relationships. And maybe these questions are already questions that are answered by the right people, and that's great. But if this could help, then yeah. So I'm going to start with my first question. How long did Shanquella Robinson know each of the 5 friends? Right? Did she meet them all at one time or different periods of her life? How long did the group plan to go on this vacation? Was it spur of the moment or planned? Did Shanquella Robinson ever fall out with any of her friends prior to the trip to Cabo? Who paid for the Airbnb? Did each person pay for their plane ticket? Was there any activities planned for the trip, big or small? And was everyone responsible for feeding themselves, or was food provided, and by who? Now, these questions may seem obvious or like all over the place, but a lot of times answers to these questions can paint a picture to further understand like the dynamic, and were they really friends, and did one of her actual friends invite other people that weren't so close to her? So yeah. Okay, so